Hey guys, Oloropo here. Thanks for stopping back in. So, I want to ask you something that's going to be real. Are you working or are you just clocking in on your job? Because if you're just showing up but you're not growing up, you're leaving opportunity and income on the table every single day. You have to work on yourself. You don't need a new job to build wealth. What most of us need is a new mindset with the job we already have. This video is about using your time wisely, working with attention, and applying what I call the discipline dividend to help you level up for where you're at right now. Let's dive into it. First, time is your most valuable asset. Time is wealth in the seed form, and most people waste it like it's free. So let's be practical. If you waste 1 hour a day at work, that's 5 hours a week. Over a year, that's 260 hours. That's 6.5 full work weeks gone. For what? Scrolling, complaining. Ephesians 5:15-16 says, "See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time." You can't lead your life, you can't lead your team or your future if you're squandering the one resource that you can never get back. So the question is, are you spending your time, consuming your time, or investing your time? So now that we figured out what to do with our time, work with intention, not with emotion. Intention means doing things on purpose, with a purpose. Most employees wait to be told what to do. But if you want to lead, you have to anticipate the plan. And then when you execute, you have to do it with clarity. Some simple things that you can do to work with more intention is to just set 3 priorities at the beginning of every day before you check your email. You want to ask yourself throughout the day, am I doing something to move us forward right now? And you want to align every task with a larger goal, even the small ones. You don't need to be in charge to be a leader. You just need to show up with ownership on a daily basis. And that brings me to the foundation of the discipline dividend. You may have figured it out by now. Discipline. This is how we multiply ordinary moments into extraordinary outcomes. Repetition builds structure, patience builds perspective, consistency builds trust, and perseverance breaks through barriers. So what do we do now? We have to understand that leadership is earned through discipline. You want to lead? Start by leading yourself. The most respected leaders at work aren't always the loudest or most experienced. They're the ones who show up early, own their mistakes, they stay calm under pressure, they also are going to encourage others, and they keep their promises. Leadership is a reward for responsibility. It's not a position. It's not about popularity, and definitely not just about the performance alone. It's about your consistency over time, working on not just the job, but working on yourself. Your job becomes your gym. You strengthen your leadership muscles by showing up strong when it's inconvenient to be strong. By bringing what you are doing to develop yourself to the job to help develop and improve your performance. And in doing so, increasing your value. At this point, the question becomes, how do I make more money without changing my job? Here's the truth. Your job is probably already paying someone more money for the same environment that you're currently in. So how do you become that person? You want to start tracking your wins. You want to know what you're doing that is a win for the company. You want to keep a value log to document the problems that you have solved. You want to meet at least once a quarter with your supervisor. Don't wait for your annual review. And you want to offer to train, lead, or fill in gaps that no one else wants. Don't wait to be noticed. Position yourself to be remembered. The more value you show consistently, the harder it is for them to ignore your raise, your promotion, or your leadership potential. You have to be able to overcome any fear that tells you that you don't have what it takes to be in the position that you seek, to earn and be valuable in the way you believe you are. So once we've done this, what's next? You want to apply the discipline dividend. Discipline is the one trait that multiplies everything else you bring to the table. It's how you go from overlooked to irreplaceable, from average to in demand. You don't need to move to a different job, a better job. You need to become a better version of you in the job you already have. By doing so, you're going to see exponential improvement. You can track your time, track your growth, and start leading where you are right now. Because if you can master your minutes, you can master your money, your leadership, and become the master of your future.